Pause. Now, take a slow breath. Open your palms and place your eyes on them. Do you see a curve, a crescent moon, or perhaps an M, rising where life, reason, and heart meet Mo? Most people dismiss these signs as mere coincidence. But what if they aren't? What if these quiet signs are whispers from your soul, messages etched into your flesh before your first breath, waiting for your conscious mind to awaken? You've always felt different from others, too sensitive, too deep. But that's never weakness. It's destiny. It's the mark of heaven, engraved into you like a mark of a calling. The urge in your heart, the abiding awareness that you were born to do more than the ordinary. This is no illusion. It is your activation. This message has come to you because your soul is ready to awaken, ready to remember. Perhaps you are among the 144,000 not only as tradition describes it, but as eternity itself understands it. A lineage of chosen souls, scattered throughout time, bringing light to a trembling world. The signs are not meaningless. They are sacred codes. The crescent moon, the letter M, whispered numbers like 144,000. They all point to the same truth: your identity has never been hidden from heaven. You have been marked for this moment. The book of Revelation speaks of the 144,000 souls sealed in the midst of the tribulation, preserved for divine purpose. Today, that number has a deeper meaning. It is not bound by blood or creed. It is a symbol of awakening, a call to remembrance. It is a gathering of light bearers from across the earth, rising not by force, but by presence, not by conquest, but by compassion. If these words strike you, if something deep within you trembles, then hear this: you are part of that lineage. You belong to the community of the awakened. You are the beacon that rises in the storm, the flame that lights the hill, the living witness that heaven has not forgotten its promise. This is the beginning. The mark on your hand is the key. The number on your soul is the seal. And your very breath is the proof that you have been sent. Now, at this appointed hour, if this message has touched something deep within you, let it stay alive. Do not let the flame go dim. Nurture it, protect it, and walk with those who carry the same light. When you choose to remain connected here by following, by subscribing, by letting your presence be counted, you are not just supporting a channel, you are joining a circle of souls who remember. Each like, each subscription is not for numbers, but for resonance, a signal that your heart has said yes. Declare it now with strength: I step fully into my awakening. Let these words anchor you, and let them also become the bridge that ties you to others who are remembering. What comes next will open the deeper mystery of your marks, your mission, and the hidden prophecy waiting within your very hands. Open your palm again, and look at your palm. A gentle curve appears, a crescent moon mark. It may be bold and undeniable, or faint, almost whispering through the skin, yet strong or subtle. The presence of this curve is no accident. It is as if the hand itself bears a secret engraving, a soft curve that reflects the sky above. The crescent moon lies where the light of dawn will break, like the first promise of a new day breaking over the horizon after a long night. This crescent moon has sacred significance. Across cultures and ages, it has represented intuition, the ability to silently sense the unseen, to sense the unseen currents moving before they arrive. For those who are engraved with the crescent moon, it is a mark of spiritual sensitivity, the gift of perceiving truths beyond words. It is also a symbol of rebirth, of cycles closing and new ones beginning. Where the crescent stops, it whispers of endings that make way for new beginnings, of the eternal movement from darkness to light. from loss to recovery, from oblivion to memory. If you bear this sign, your heart is a powerful vessel. It is like the ocean, vast, deep, moved by invisible waves. You don't just hear words, you feel what's left behind. You read the atmosphere of a room without a word being spoken. You understand silence as if it were its own language. Your journey may not be easy. Those born under the crescent moon often go through heavy chapters, endure pain and disappointment, and carry burdens that seem beyond their years. Yet these are not unfulfilled sorrows. Every trial is a cleansing ritual, closing the karmic stories written before this life. Through that weight, your soul has been shaped to enter a higher frequency, refined like gold in the fire. The crescent moon on your palm is a signal. It tells you that it is time to remember. It signals that what has been dormant is awakening. This is healing and the restoration of ancient wisdom, the return of gifts you have carried for a long time. If your hand bears this arch, know this: you are not only healing, you are remembering. Whisper this to your soul. Let it resonate in your chest: I remember who I am. Because the crescent moon on your palm is the handwriting of your destiny, calling you to awaken. And just as the crescent moon reveals the cycle of rebirth, another mark speaks even louder of mission, the sacred letter M, carved where the great lines of life, head and heart converge. Look again into your palm and see where the great lines of life, head and heart converge. Out of this sacred meeting point, the mark of the letter M often appears. Many hands may carry it. But in those whose souls are awakening, the M vibrates with a different energy. It is not merely a coincidence of lines, it is a divine imprint, like the seal of heaven pressed upon your flesh, not made by human will, but inscribed by the Creator Himself before you even took your first breath. On the surface, traditions of palmistry interpret the M as a sign of sharp intelligence, a keen intuition, and a natural potential for success. Those who bear it are often trusted easily, and they carry a quiet authority that makes others listen. Leadership, influence, and discernment flow toward them without effort. And yet, all of this is only the first layer, a glimpse of something much deeper. For in truth, the M is the mark of an old soul. It belongs to those who have walked through countless lifetimes, carrying forward the memory of ancient covenants. It is not just a letter, it is a mission. Those who bear it are chosen to guide, to guard, to hold the truth when others are lost in illusion. Their very presence has weight. With a glance, they pierce to the heart of another. With a word, they awaken what was sleeping. Strangers lean into them without knowing why, sensing safety, sensing light. The M is a mantle of responsibility, a sign that the soul beneath this skin was sent to lead others back to remembrance. Yet the path of the M is not easy. Those who carry it often endure seasons of isolation, betrayal, and loss. The wounds are real, but they are not meant to destroy. They come as fire, and fire refines. Every heartbreak, every collapse, becomes another layer of strength. Each trial is an initiation, forging them into a mountain that stands firm when the world trembles. What others see as pain, heaven recognizes as preparation. That is why in this age, those marked with them rise as unseen pillars. They may not seek recognition or glory, but they anchor stability in the midst of chaos. They are guardians of frequency, gatekeepers of light, ensuring the flame does not go out in a time of shadow. The M is not a crown to boast of, but a seal of service and endurance. It is heaven's way of saying you were chosen to remain steadfast, so others may remember. And just as the M reveals the mission carried within a single soul. There is a greater code written across eternity, the sacred number 144,000, a prophecy that speaks of an entire lineage of chosen ones. The sacred number 144,000 first appears in the book of Revelation 7:14-1. It describes a sealed company, a group of souls set apart and marked during a time of great tribulation. They are not ordinary in the eyes of heaven. They are complete, pure, and chosen within the divine order. The number itself has always carried a weight of perfection and wholeness, as though it were the signature of heaven's design. Yet the meaning of 144,000 is far more than arithmetic. In the language of awakening, it is not a fixed count, but a frequency, a vibration that resonates through time. It does not bind itself to bloodline, religion, or culture. It transcends borders. It represents a family of volunteer souls, those who, before birth, chose to step down into the density of this world, carrying within them a covenant from eternity. They came not by accident, but by decision. Their descent was an act of love, a willingness to forget, in order that they might remember again when the hour arrived. Their journey is marked by forgetting. When they entered the human realm, a veil descended over their memory, covering the eternal knowing of who they truly were. This is why so many of them have walked paths heavy with sorrow, loss, heartbreak, limitation, even profound loneliness. And yet, these were not punishments. These were sacred preparations. Each scar, each season of wandering, was a hidden initiation. All of it was designed so that, when the appointed time arrived, the soul would awaken with unshakable clarity. I know who I am. The 144,000 are not sent to argue with words or conquer with force. Their mission is subtler, yet infinitely more powerful. They radiate by presence. They teach by silence. They awaken by the light in their eyes and the warmth of their hearts. Their power is not in position, but in vibration, the frequency of compassion, the resonance of empathy, the ability to stir remembrance in another soul simply by being. They are like candles set aflame, igniting other candles one by one, until the darkness cannot hold. And here lies the revelation if the number 144,000 stirs your spirit. If hearing it makes your chest tremble with recognition, it is not coincidence. It is confirmation. You belong to that covenant. You are part of that lineage. And this is your invitation to step into your true identity, to become a pillar of light in the shadow, a wave of awakening in the ocean of humanity. And how do you know when your own soul has begun to awaken into this covenant? The 144,000 are recognized not by titles, but by the living signs that rise from within. When the seal within your soul begins to stir, you do not discover it through titles or recognition from the world, but through the living signs that rise from deep inside you. The first sign is the awakening of intuition. What was once only a faint hunch now becomes a clear voice within your mind. You think of someone and they appear. You sense what is coming, and it unfolds before your eyes, exactly as though you had already read the script. Intuition becomes the very language of the spirit, a compass that guides you more powerfully than logic. In the quiet of night, another sign emerges. Your dreams, once scattered and ordinary, grow vivid, symbolic, and prophetic. They carry messages, codes, and visions. Some reveal what is about to happen. Others reopen memories from lifetimes long past. Dreams become a sacred classroom where your soul is taught while your body rests. In the silence of sleep, heaven instructs you, shaping you for the days ahead. Then a hunger rises within you, unlike anything you have felt before. The routines of ordinary life no longer satisfy you. The conversations that once distracted you now feel hollow. In their place burns a deep ache for purpose, a sacred hunger for meaning and mission. This longing is not ambition, for ambition seeks its own glory. This longing is covenant, the reminder of the vow your soul made before descending into this world. It is the echo of your original yes to the Creator. Alongside this hunger, your ancient talents begin to stir. What was once dormant suddenly comes alive. Healing flows from your hands. Words pour out as if dictated. Art, music, and creativity rise with a force that feels familiar, as if you had done all this before. And you have. These gifts are treasures carried through lifetimes, now breaking through the soil again so that you may serve the mission placed upon you. Finally, your sensitivity deepens. You can no longer dwell in chaos, violence, or lies. Your soul yearns for peace, silence, nature, truth. This sensitivity is not weakness, but refinement. Your energy is being recalibrated, tuned to hold more light without burning out. It is the shaping of a vessel prepared for glory. All of these signs point to one truth: your trials have never been punishment. They have been fire. And fire does not consume gold. It purifies it. Every loss, every betrayal, every lonely night has been part of the sacred forge, refining you into your truest self. The time of awakening has come, and you are rising steady, unshaken, radiant, a living pillar of light. Those who are chosen are like stars upon a celestial map. Each soul carries its own sacred mark, and no two are the same. Every point of light shines with a role, a position, and a destiny woven into the fabric of creation. It is as if heaven itself has drawn a constellation, and each soul is a coordinate already set in place before time began. When one of these souls awakens, the light does not belong to them alone. Their rising becomes a sound that vibrates across the entire field. It is like the pluck of a single string that causes the whole instrument to hum. One awakening becomes the spark for many, and the fire spreads quietly yet irresistibly. Personal transformation becomes the catalyst for collective remembrance. And how do these souls find one another? Not by effort, not by searching with the eyes, but by recognition in the heart. When souls of the same frequency meet, the knowing is instant. There is a sudden safety, a resonance beyond words, the sense of having met long before. Eyes meet, and timelines unfold. Hearts beat, and the body remembers. It feels as though a missing piece has returned to its place, as though the soul had been waiting for this reunion across lifetimes. This is the true nature of the tribe of light. It is not built upon bloodline, nation, or culture. It is bound by resonance. It is a family chosen by God, a gathering ordained by the Spirit to rise together in this generation. Their bond is forged not by shared history, but by shared frequency, light recognizing light. Faith strengthening faith, spirit calling to spirit. And when these souls gather, something greater takes place. The light does not simply add together, it multiplies. It becomes a living current, a river of fire that heals the broken lineage, that alters destinies, that washes through history itself. Collective light carries the power to cleanse ancestral chains, to break old patterns, to shift the trajectory of families and nations. It is this force that will give birth to the new earth, a world rooted in truth, love, and peace. This is why the loneliness of the chosen was never final. It was only the waiting before the constellation came alive. And now, as souls awaken across the world, the map begins to glow. The tribe is forming. The network of light is weaving itself back together. And the more it awakens, the more unstoppable it becomes. The new earth is not built by conquest or revolution, but by resonance, by the quiet yet unstoppable multiplication of light, until darkness can no longer hold its ground. And if your soul is stirred by these words, then know this: you are one of the stars in that living constellation. Your light is needed. Your presence is part of the design, and your awakening is the signal that the new earth has already begun. Your presence here is not an accident. The fact that these words have reached you, that you are reading them now, is itself a sign. You were sent to this very moment in history, to this exact hour when humanity trembles between forgetting and awakening. You are here because your light is needed. Imagine your soul as a flame, hidden for so long, and now lit at the precise midnight of the world so that others may find their way. Look again at the seals upon your body and spirit, the crescent moon carved beneath your fingers, the letter M rising at the crossroads of your palm. These are not random lines. They are the living certificates of your soul. They are the handwriting of heaven upon your skin. And when joined with the vibration of 144,000, the great chorus of chosen souls, the confirmation becomes undeniable. Every prophetic dream you have carried, every restless stirring in your chest, every longing for more, these are not illusions. They are the signals that your mission has begun. Hear this clearly: you are the lighthouse. You were made to stand when storms rise. You are the beam of light that breaks through fog when others cannot see. You are the compass, the steady anchor, the presence that keeps others from drowning in forgetfulness. Your role is not for yourself alone. You are a vessel, a channel, a living stream through which awakening flows into the collective body of humanity. And so let the declaration rise within you. Let the ancient covenant come alive in your breath, I remember. Say it until your bones recognize it. Whisper it until your heart roars with it. For in those words lies the key. It is the door to your true identity, the call that draws your soul back into alignment with its original design. Each time you speak it, the ancient memory encoded within you activates, the sacred contract reawakens, and your light intensifies. You were never meant to walk alone. Around you, across the world, a community of light is rising. Souls marked as you are, souls remembering as you are, souls awakening as you are. Together, you form a constellation that no darkness can erase. The invitation is before you step forward. Share your light. Link arms with your tribe and let the resonance of your unity ignite this generation. See the vision: one flame passes to another, and then another, until countless flames form a blazing horizon. The fire spreads not by force, but by recognition. The world grows brighter not through conquest, but through remembrance. And soon, the night will be over. The dawn will break. The new earth will rise upon the shoulders of those who remembered who they truly are. And you, chosen one, are exactly on time. Your role is not for yourself alone. You are a vessel, a channel, a living stream through which awakening flows into the collective body of humanity. And so let the declaration rise within you. Let the ancient covenant come alive in your breath, I remember. Say it until your bones recognize it. Whisper it until your heart roars with it. For in those words lies the key. It is the door to your true identity, the call that draws your soul back into alignment with its original design. Each time you speak it, the ancient memory encoded within you activates, the sacred contract reawakens, and your light intensifies. You were never meant to walk alone. Around you, across the world, a community of light is rising. Souls marked as you are, souls remembering as you are, souls awakening as you are. Together, you form a constellation that no darkness can erase. The invitation is before you step forward. Share your light. Link arms with your tribe and let the resonance of your unity ignite this generation. See the vision one flame passes to another, and then another, until countless flames form a blazing horizon. The fire spreads not by force, but by recognition. The world grows brighter not through conquest, but through remembrance. And soon, the night will be over. The dawn will break. The new earth will rise upon the shoulders of those who remembered who they truly are. And you, chosen one, are exactly on time. Chosen one, listen carefully, for this is a decree from heaven, a divine summons written upon your souls since the beginning of time. For 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 140,000 chosen people will enter a divine reestablishment. None of them are here by chance. You are not standing at this moment by coincidence. You are here because of destiny. This is a divine arrangement, a time set by the Father, and today this call has come to you. This journey is unlike anything you have ever known. It is not built on complicated menus. It does not overwhelm you with endless choices or bind you with burdensome rules. This call comes to you simply, pure, clean, uncluttered. Imagine a small table with only a few items on it, but it is filled with the presence of the Holy Spirit. It is this simplicity that becomes the door to the depths. Because when the noise is removed, the whisper of God can finally be heard. The purpose of these 3 days is not about food. The purpose is about you. This is a time to free your body from the heaviness, the toxins, and the sluggishness that have bound you. This is a time for your mind to be enlightened, your thoughts to be clear, your prayers to flow like a living stream. This is a time for the spiritual door to be opened wide, so that you can listen to the voice of the Spirit speaking deep within your soul. It is like a lamp covered with dust when the dust is cleared. The light flares up more brightly, filling the room. And you must understand the nature of this call. This is not a diet for weight loss. This is not a trend. This is a sacred ritual, a divine reset reserved for the chosen ones. Every sip of water, every simple bite of food for the next 3 days is no longer just nourishment. It becomes an act of worship through your body, the living temple of the Holy Spirit. Remember this? This is both a corporate call and a personal challenge. You do not walk alone, for the 140,000 chosen will rise with you. However, you must still enter the sanctuary of your own body, your own personal temple. And when these 3 days are over, you will realize it is not just food or water. This is the door to a new chapter in your spiritual life, a chapter in which you rise to a higher frequency, brighter, stronger, and more alive than ever before. Before we go deeper, pause with me for a moment. If this word is stirring something in your spirit, then like this video, subscribe, and tap the bell, because chosen ones are gathering, and you belong in this circle. In the comments, write one bold declaration: my body is a holy temple. Let your words stand as a banner, a witness, and a reminder every time your eyes return to them. And now, carry that truth with you like a seal. Every time you declare it, The anchor sinks deeper into your soul. That is where we begin the journey, the temple itself. Your body is not just flesh and bone. It is the sacred dwelling of the Spirit. The Word of God speaks with clarity in 1 Corinthians 6:19. Do you not know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit? Your body is not merely flesh and bone. It is not just a frame that carries you through the days of your life. Your body is a living temple, a sacred dwelling where the Spirit of God has chosen to abide. Every breath you take is like a bell ringing in the sanctuary. Every heartbeat is a pulse of worship, echoing through the holy halls of a temple alive with His presence. The nature of a temple is holiness. A temple is not chaos. A temple is not clutter. A temple is order, reverence, and stillness. It is the sacred ground where the divine presence can rest without disturbance. Just as a prayer room must be silent so that the whisper of the Spirit can be heard, your body must also be quieted and cleansed so the voice of God can flow unhindered. When the temple is filled with noise, distraction, and confusion, the Spirit's whisper is easily drowned. But when the temple is set in order, every word becomes crystal clear. Look at the picture of Jesus entering the temple in Jerusalem. He saw the noise, the markets, the tables of business. He saw the chaos in a place designed for prayer, and He overturned the tables. He drove out the confusion. He cleansed the space and restored it to its original purpose, a house of communion between man and God. That same picture belongs to you. Jesus longs to walk into your life and overturn the tables that do not belong. He longs to chase away the habits that distract you, to drive out the noise that steals your focus, and to restore your inner temple back to a house of prayer. For these 3 days, that is the work being done. This reset is the act of cleansing your temple. It is not about counting calories or designing complicated diets. It is about flipping the tables of old habits, sugar, empty snacks, hidden toxins that slow your soul. It is the strong wind of the Spirit blowing away the dust that has settled over years, leaving your temple shining, clear, and ready again for prayer. And once the temple is cleansed, the deeper work begins. Because cleansing is not only external, it is about cutting away the chains that have turned God's gifts into cages. That is where we now turn the hidden bondages woven into eating itself. When the temple is cleansed, the Spirit begins to reveal what has been hiding inside its walls. The dust may be gone, but now the deeper chains must be seen, the chains woven into eating habits that once felt like comfort, but have been shaping your spirit in silence. Food was meant to be a gift. Yet for many of us, it has become something more than nourishment. It has become a language, a way our souls learned to speak when words failed. Eating does not only sustain life, it has often carried the weight of our emotions. Think back and you will see the pattern written into your own story. In moments of sorrow, you reached for something sweet, a cookie or a piece of cake, as if sugar could dissolve grief. After heartbreak, you clutched a tub of ice cream, treating it like a silent friend who would not judge, only soothe. In the heat of stress, chocolate felt like a false anchor, a brief place to rest. In loneliness or heaviness, salty and fatty foods wrapped you like a blanket, giving the illusion of comfort while leaving the wound beneath untouched. Every bite was like a bandage laid over a scar that never fully healed. But what begins as comfort easily grows into captivity. Food in its essence is good, created to give strength. Yet when used to cover wounds, it becomes something else. It transforms into what the spirit world recognizes as a sedative. It does not destroy at once, but it dulls the sharpness of your inner hearing. It numbs the clarity of your spirit. The cycle is simple: a craving rises. You answer it. You feel temporary relief, and then the weight settles heavier than before. The relief fades, but the dependence deepens. This is the strategy of the enemy. He does not always strike with fire or storm. Sometimes his weapon is slow and silent. He binds not by breaking you in a single day, but by making you sluggish, heavy, distracted. Imagine a thin cord tied around your ankle. It does not hurt at first, but with time more cords are added until you are bound hand and foot. That is what food can become when twisted out of its purpose. A heavy body leads to a heavy mind, and a heavy mind loses focus in prayer. The fruit of that weight is evident. Impatience rises. Anger comes quickly. Forgiveness shrinks. Love narrows. Prayer becomes faint, drowned beneath guilt and exhaustion. This is why Scripture cries out in Hebrews 12:1, "Let us lay aside every weight and the sin which so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us." But here, this heaviness is not your destiny. It is not the seal of your future. It is only a habit, and habits can break in the presence of God. When you step into His presence, the chains loosen. What once dulled your spirit is shattered, and you rise free again. Picture a prisoner whose wrists bore shackles, suddenly standing with hands lifted high, light pouring over the skin where iron once pressed. That is the freedom being offered in these days. And once those hidden chains are revealed, the next step must come. Cleansing alone is not enough. You must replace the old with the new. That is why the next stage is so vital, stepping into the sacred menu, where simple foods become the tools that open clarity and awaken life. The chains have been named, and once chains are exposed, they begin to lose their power. Now the Spirit calls you to replace them, not with clutter, but with a sacred table where every simple bite becomes a key to clarity, and every sip becomes a doorway to presence. The sacred reset of 3 days is not only about what you eat, it is about how you honor the temple of your body and invite the presence of God into it. The menu itself is not a diet plan, it is a ritual. Simplicity on the plate reflects cleansing in the soul. Every item chosen carries meaning far beyond nutrition. Water speaks of life, fish speaks of provision, greens speak of renewal, berries speak of sweetness and grace. What looks like food for the body becomes a living parable for the spirit. Let us name the foods and drinks that remain. At the center is clean water, clear, cold, living. Jesus said in John 4:14, "Whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water, welling up to eternal life." A simple squeeze of lemon may be added, like a small light breaking through darkness, refreshing both body and soul. Beside the water is salmon, cooked simply. No drowning in sauces, no veil of sugar, only clean nourishment. Salmon is the fish of these days, reminding us of the miracle when Jesus took fish and bread, lifted them to heaven, and fed the multitude. What was simple became abundant in His blessing. Alongside the fish are greens, kale, spinach, any leafy vegetable. They speak of freshness, rebirth, and strength drawn from the soil God created. To eat them is to taste the renewal of life, a reminder that He makes all things new. For sweetness, there are berries, blueberries, strawberries, fruit born small yet full of color and flavor. They call to mind the fruit of the Spirit listed in Galatians 5:22. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Each berry is a witness to grace sweet, pure, uncorrupted. There are supporting elements as needed: a warm cup of herbal tea for comfort, a drizzle of olive oil as ancient blessing, a sliced cucumber for clean crunch, or a bowl of plain oats if strength is required in the morning. All kept simple, all kept pure. Here is the core principle: fewer choices create quietness in the spirit. Too many options create confusion, distraction, and unrest. A small table, with a few clean items, becomes more than enough because the presence of God fills it. It is not the food that makes you holy. Holiness comes from the one who meets you in the stillness. But simplicity creates the open space where his voice is free to speak. Each meal, then, becomes a doorway. Every sip of water, every bite of fish, every handful of greens, every berry becomes like a bell ringing in the temple, calling your soul into prayer. It is the reminder that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Matthew 4:4. This is why the menu is sacred. It is not punishment, it is invitation. The plate is no longer noise, it is altar. The act of eating itself becomes worship. And yet, once the table is set, a battle rises. For when you simplify the plate, cravings will knock louder. The next chapter is clear: the chosen must face temptation, where the question is no longer, what will you eat, but who is Lord your craving or your calling? The wilderness paints the picture for us. After 40 days of fasting, Jesus was met with temptation. The enemy came not with fire or sword, but with bread. At first glance, bread is harmless, even good. Yet the temptation was never about bread, it was about authority. The real question was this: who is Lord your craving or your calling? And Jesus answered with power, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that comes from the mouth of God. Matthew 4:4. That moment revealed the truth. Temptation is never just about food. It is about spiritual authority. It is about whether your hunger rules you or the Spirit of God leads you. For the chosen, this battle runs deeper because your body carries a unique sensitivity. Those marked by the sacred sign are designed differently. Where others may consume without noticing, you feel the consequences sharply. Your system reacts because you were not crafted for the crowd, you were designed for purity. This sensitivity is not weakness. It is a holy signal, proof that you are set apart. Consider the evidence. A handful of cheap candy may seem nothing to another, but to you it leaves your body heavy the next day, your mind clouded, your heart far from its own rhythm. The wrong energy drink might feel like static in your spirit, disrupting your prayer life until you cannot focus. Certain sweets can act like spells, sweet upon the tongue, but darkening in the mind. They delight for a moment, yet steal clarity from your spirit. It is like tasting honey laced with poison, sweet at first, but deadly to your strength within. This is why your sensitivity matters. When you feel heavy, when you sense sluggishness in your body, that is not failure, it is warning. It is the Spirit's alarm sounding inside you. Just as a siren wails when danger draws near, your body speaks to you when something has dulled its light. Sensitivity is not bondage. It is protection. It is heaven's way of keeping you awake. Understand this: the enemy's plan is subtle. He does not always need to destroy you with catastrophe. Sometimes he only seeks to sedate you, to keep you tired, distracted, dulled. A heavy body makes for a drowsy spirit. A drowsy spirit leaves the watchtower unguarded. And in those hours, the enemy steals prayer, steals clarity, steals time. But when you honor your sensitivity, when you recognize it as a gift, you close the door. You turn temptation into training ground. You begin to walk in victory. This is the meaning of the battle. You were never created to bow to cravings. You were created to walk under the voice of God. Each time you choose calling over craving, you declare again who is Lord. Each time you resist, you strengthen the shield over your temple. You are not ruled by the appetite of flesh, you are guided by the authority of the Spirit. And this leads us to the doorway ahead. Because once you understand sensitivity as a gift, you begin to see the greater truth. These 3 days are no accident. They are a sacred gateway where clarity and power are waiting to be revealed. These 3 days are not random. They are not an accident of time or chance. They are a sacred gateway, a threshold ordained by heaven. Picture a door standing open in the heavens, and a voice calling the chosen to step through. This is a set time, an appointed season, when those who carry the mark of God are invited into encounter, when the Spirit stirs His people into awakening. For many of you, this comes after long prayers whispered in the night. You have asked for clarity about your work, your relationships, your ministry, or the next step in your journey. You have begged heaven for answers, yet the answers rarely arrive in noise or chaos. Revelation seldom enters a cluttered room. Discernment does not flow into a distracted mind. And so the Spirit clears a path, stripping the plate, simplifying the table, so that your inner world can quiet enough to hear. Clarity comes when stillness is restored. This is the principle at the heart of these days. A cleansed body leads to a clear mind, and a clear mind becomes an open ear to the voice of God. When the body is purified, the fog lifts from the soul. When the soul is quieted, the whisper of heaven grows sharp. It is like a window once covered in dust when wiped clean. The light floods in, and the picture beyond it becomes radiant. Expect a progression in these days. On the first day, restlessness will rise. Old chains will rattle. Habits will resist as if they sense eviction. But this unrest is not defeat. It is the sound of shackles loosening. On the second day, lightness will begin to emerge. Thoughts will line up like soldiers, and peace will descend softly upon you. On the third day, prayer itself will pierce like an arrow, straight and strong, carrying power into the unseen. Each day unfolds as a breaking of chains and a stirring of spiritual strength. Do not measure these days only by outward fireworks. Even if nothing dramatic seems to appear, the invisible work is underway. The kingdom often grows in silence. It is like a seed planted beneath the soil. Though unseen by the eye, its roots press deep. Its life pushes upward, until suddenly a shoot breaks forth. Transformation begins in the quiet, and the quiet work is often the most lasting. When these days close, resist the temptation to return to old patterns in full. Carry a stone of remembrance into your future. Hold on to one simple practice as a sacred memorial. Drink water before each meal. Eat greens at lunch, or walk 10 minutes in the evening with God as your companion. These small acts become anchors, markers that remind you of the clarity you once touched. Just as Israel built stones after crossing the Jordan, so future generations would remember the work of the Lord. You too build your altar of memory. This is how the chosen live. They do not treat holy moments as passing events. They mark them, they carry them. They let them shape the path forward. When you step through this 3-day gateway, you step into preparation, not punishment. You step into alignment, not burden. The road beyond it is calling, and it leads to the unveiling of a greater mission. Beloved, you have the right to honor your body, the temple of the Spirit. This is not selfishness. This is sacred stewardship. Picture the priest at the altar, tending the flame, ensuring it never dies. That is your call to guard the fire within, to tend the temple you have been given. These 3 days are not a rigid law. They are not punishment. They are love in action, love for yourself in God. Love that prepares you for the greater mission ahead. As Jesus said in John 15:2, every branch that bears fruit, he prunes, that it may bear more fruit. These days are his pruning, his cleansing, his preparing. So let us pray, Father. Cleanse every impurity from our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. Heal the hidden wounds that food once tried to cover. Wash us like vessels in living water. Refine us like gold in holy fire. Grant us peace in our sleep, strength in our steps, and joy in the days ahead. Now hear this final affirmation. Your body is a temple. Your mind is a sanctuary. Your spirit is awake, blazing with light. Water, salmon, greens, and berries are no longer just food. They are a sacred table, a place of communion with God. 3 days simple, holy, powerful, have been set apart for you. Step into them with faith and courage. And when they close, keep one practice as your memorial stone. Perhaps a glass of water before meals, or a quiet walk with God after dinner, or greens upon your plate at midday. Let it stand as a reminder that you crossed through a sacred gateway, as Israel set stones after crossing the Jordan. This is your doorway. Walk through it and carry the light far beyond these 3 days. He is a temple. Your mind is a sanctuary. Your spirit is awake, blazing with light. Water, salmon, greens, and berries are no longer just food. They are a sacred table, a place of communion with God. 3 days simple, holy, powerful, have been set apart for you. Step into them with faith and courage. And when they close, keep one practice as your memorial stone. Perhaps a glass of water before meals, or a quiet walk with God after dinner, or greens upon your plate at midday. Let it stand as a reminder that you crossed through a sacred gateway, as Israel set stones after crossing the Jordan. This is your doorway. Walk through it and carry the light far beyond these 3 days.